Hey there, welcome back. I'm back here again in my lo-fi recording space. Today I'm going to experiment with soft speaking rather than whispering. I'm also going to do a little bit of book sounds and a little bit of tracing and crinkling. Now it just occurred to me that in doing this tracing, it's going to be backwards for you because I'm using my reverse selfie camera. So sometimes in videos it kind of bothers me when things are mirror imaged, and sometimes I don't even notice it. So if this does bother you, I apologize. But I thought that doing some backwards tracing might actually be kind of cool and tingly in its own way. So I have 3 different little items I'm going to trace on a little bit. I am going to make this a shorter video this time than the previous lo-fi one that I did because I'm not sure how the soft speaking is going to turn out. So this is going to be just a little experiment. So believe it or not, this first book I have isn't actually from the shelves behind me. This is a library book I brought with me, and I thought I would use it for a little bit of tapping because I love the distinct sound of gripping and tapping and tracing on a library book in one of these plastic covers that library books often come in. And this book also has nice large letters that I thought would be easy and satisfying to trace. So this book, backwards for you, is called How Do You, I'm looking to make sure you can see me. How do you choose? CHOOSE question mark. Maybe I should do that again with the letters. HOWDOUYOUCHOOSE question mark. A human design guide to what's best for you at work, in love, and in life by Erin Claire Jones. And this is a book about human design, as I think is obvious. You know that human design is something I am interested in. I am a projector type in human design, and learning more about that is something that's been really helpful to me, and I enjoy learning about the elements of human design. If you've never heard of it and you don't know what it is, I'll put a link in the description to where you can go to Erin Claire Jones' website. We can go to her website, and you can put in your birth date, place, and time of birth, and it will give you a free chart of your human design, and you can find out what type you are and start to learn about it. It's related to like your zodiac sign. It's determined kind of in the same way. There are other elements to it beyond astrology, and it's just fun. You know, with any system, like astrology or anything like that that tells you things about yourself, even like Myers-Briggs or things like that that assign you a personality type and that sort of thing. I find those things really interesting and fun, but I don't let them define me. You know, I just usually, I like to find out what type I am in systems like that, and then, you know, whatever about it resonates for me and applies to me, I take, and whatever I don't like, I leave. But I do find it's the same reason that I find tarot cards and oracle decks, tarot decks and oracle decks. I find doing tarot readings and oracle card readings for myself, I find that useful because the cards, you know, I find it useful to pull cards for myself because those cards give you a reference point. They give you kind of a cue. It's like to me, it's like a writing prompt. It gives you a prompt to think about whatever situation that you're in or whatever you're wondering about, and gives you maybe a new perspective to think about something. I don't think of that sort of thing as being like fortune telling or predicting the future or anything. I just think of it as a way to see things from a different point of view and have different insights, and that's how I feel about human design as well. So this was the first book that I brought. I wanted to tap on a little bit for you. Haven't done any library book ASMR in a while, so we'll have to do some of that coming up for the winter season. I did do a little mini library book review in my first video for channel members that I did back in September. So if you are interested in checking that out, you can always join as a channel member and have access to those videos. Gotta give myself a little plug every once in a while. Ooh, I said I wasn't going to whisper, but I know switching back and forth is fun. Okay, I am going to keep this to being a briefer video, so we'll put down this book. Actually, the next thing I brought is a crinkly item, and I think I mentioned to you, I don't even know, this might be loud and crinkly. Ooh, first I should show you, because you're probably like, who's peeking up at me? I'm wearing my Jeff and the Goldblums shirt. So this t-shirt has pictures of Jeff Goldblum in it from different movies that he's been in, and you can't see down at the bottom, but it says, and they all have instruments, and maybe I can pull it up high enough so that you can see it. It says Jeff and the Goldblums, and we kind of have an inside joke about Jeff Goldblum in our family because we love Jurassic Park, and we kind of have a joke with my sister-in-law, with Justin's sister, about Jeff Goldblum. So it's Jeff Goldblum who's speaking up at you. It's like, hello, Jeff Goldblum. Hello. I'll scratch their heads. I'll scratch the Jeff Goldblum heads. Hello, Jeff. I like this one. It's a good Jeff Goldblum. And so this might be really loud. I don't know how crinkly it might be, but this is a little coaster napkin. Not napkin. I guess it's like a coaster. It's got numbers on one side. And these numbers are trippy anyway. See, I can't help whispering. These numbers are trippy anyway, even if they weren't backwards, because not all of them are complete. So just think of this as random shape tracing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, incomplete 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this side has the alphabet on it. The alphabet on it. Can you see the alphabet? I'll show you some of these, but it's just like a little, it's like a little crinkly, thing. A. I am looking at myself while I do this. B. C. D. Actually, that's much trickier and trippier to look at myself backwards. E. F. G. H. I. J. K. L. M. N. O. P. Q. R. S. T. U. V. W. X. Y. And Z. And animals for the letters. I guess I should have said those. An alligator, a bird, a cat, an elephant, a fox, a giraffe, a hen, an iguana, a jellyfish, a koala, a lion, a monkey, a numbat. What's a numbat? N is for numbat. Owl, panda, quail, rabbit, sheep, turtle, unicorn, vole. Oh, I love voles. That's a good choice for V. Usually it's like vulture. I love voles. They're like little field mice. Wolf, x-ray fish, yak, and zebra. So maybe I'll give this. Yeah, that's probably going to be really loud. Okay. That was a crinkle for the crinklers out there. That was a crinkle for the crinklers. A crinkle for the crinklers. Crinkle over here. Crinkle over here. Crinkle over here. Okay, I'm going to put that down in case the crinkling is too much. And then the last book that I have is a book that was in this room. I should preface this that the house that I'm staying in, it's actually my friend that I'm helping. This is their parents' house where they are staying just temporarily, and I'm staying here and helping. So these are their parents' books, and their parents are historical people, history buffs, people who are very into historical things. And so I saw this book laying in here and it really made me laugh. Now you might not be able to read this that well. I will trace it for you, but it says the 90s and then has this picture of this elegant woman here, and it just made me laugh because it's obviously not the 90s that might first come to mind for you and me. This book is not about the 1990s. It is about the 1890s. And so I just thought, I was like, oh, I have to use this. I have to use this in my video. So let's trace T. This is a cool font. H, E, N, I, N, E, T, I, E, S. The 90s. And also, friends, the wind is howling tonight. So I'm not sure if you will be able to hear that at all. I kind of doubt it in this lo-fi mode that we're in. But it got really, really cold today. And we saw the first snowflakes. Just a few. The first little snowflakes. When I was out on a walk today, I actually took 2 walks today. I took one walk with my toddler friend that I'm helping to take care of. We got all bundled up and went out into the cold. And then I took another walk myself this afternoon because taking walks is really important for my mental health. So I do that even when it's cold. So then we just have this beautiful woman. We'll trace her outline here, her beautiful hat, and this cool outfit that has many stripes down her sleeve, and then down to her skirts. And this is an American Heritage Extra. And I just thought it would make for some good tapping because this is just hardback. It doesn't have a plastic cover on it. So I thought it would give you a little bit of a different sound in this video. Okay, so I'm going to put down our 90s friend there from the 1890s, and I think I'll pick back up my library book. Maybe I'll crinkle and do the library book on top of each other. I don't know. This video is very silly, but I did just want to experiment with the soft speaking a little bit. I think I like the whispering better in this context, actually. I feel like lo-fi is kind of having a moment. I've been noticing a lot of creators putting lo-fi videos, just phone, no mic recorded videos. I mean, in the ASMR world, I feel like lo-fi is just kind of a way of saying no microphone, an unmiked video. But they are fun to do from time to time. So, thanks for hanging out with me here again in this little space. I don't know how many videos I will do here. I think I want to try to do at least 3 so that I'll have enough videos to post through the week that Justin and I will be traveling for Thanksgiving. And then when we get back home in December, I'll start back up with regularly scheduled programming again. So thanks for hanging out with me, dear friends. Take good care of yourself. Rest well. And I will see you again soon. Good night.